Good evening and welcome to the 2014 annual meeting of the Allegheny Conference on Community Development. Longtime Pittsburghers are steeped in the lore of Renaissance One, the community that came together during World War II to clean itself up. No sooner was that job done when the bottom fell out of our regional economy. The steel industry that had defined much of Pittsburgh for a century dramatically restructured. In the face of that challenge, civic leaders came together again, public and private, along with foundations and our universities, to re-engineer our regional economy.
Well, today, Morgan O'Brien joins us backstage, in a way, at the annual meeting in the Carnegie Library in Oakland. He's the chair of the Allegheny Conference and the president and CEO of Peoples Natural Gas. And welcome.
Thanks, Bill. Good to be here.
Yeah, at the annual meeting the other night, you told a pretty good story. We've come a long way.
We really have. And you can feel it in the energy and the excitement of businesses that are here and the people that are working here. There's a real positive energy going in the community right now.
When we look back over the last 3 years of the current agenda of the conference, I mean, there's been a significant degree of business investment in the region.
Yeah, there really has, and it's starting to become more and more visible, you know, and I think in the last year we had over 300 wins in this region, businesses who were looking to go other places potentially, and all came here in the 10-county region, and that's exciting for any region, but for us, it's actually very, very visible right now.
Well, I think, yes, put us something like in the top 10 regions in the whole United States in terms of business investments, which says there's something really happening here. What do you think is happening here? What's driving a lot of that?
Well, you know, it's a lot of the different benefits of all those 70 years of people working together. You're starting to see it come together. And then, you know, underlying all that too is all the energy. And we talk about Marcellus Shale, but it's even more than that. It's all the technology and innovation that goes on in this region. So there really are some real competitive advantages to this region when businesses compare it to others.
So you get that kind of business investment happening. One hopes it translates into jobs and employment. Is that happening across the region?
You know, and the amazing thing is, and we joke about it, but there are more people working today than any point in time in our past. And I think every time we say that, people look at us squinty-eyed. But the reality is, you know, it's actually equating into jobs, and we've got lots of people working here.
Well, crazy because you're right. I mean, a lot of people around here with very long memories who remember the bust back in the 80s and really believe we've yet to recover to those glory days of the 1970s. But you're saying we're in sort of new glory days.
We're in new glory days, and it's exciting to see. I mean, there's growth going on with some of the traditional industries we have here, but then we're seeing a lot of technology businesses, finance, and manufacturing coming back.
You know, through that period when it was the dark times, we lost a lot of population, a lot of young people moved away. Is there any sense that those sort of demographic trends are shifting as well?
Yeah, and that's probably one of the most exciting things. We're actually getting younger. The city of Pittsburgh now is actually younger than the national median age. You look around the old-time traditional communities and you're seeing young people there. And you know, it's just exciting, I think, for the region to have that youth and vibrancy coming back into the region after, you know, us all worried about losing all these kids who come here to school and go other places to work. Now they're coming back to Pittsburgh.
Well, I know Peoples Gas based on the North Shore, and you know, so you're working downtown, you're seeing downtown. You really get the feeling just in downtown Pittsburgh of how much things have changed.
Oh, absolutely, and it's the life they bring too. So it's not just the population, but you know, the needs are different now because of the young people, but that's exciting.
Oh, you talk about these young people coming into the region. I guess the question is, are they coming here for good jobs? Are the jobs here today as good as those jobs we had back in the 1970s?
Yeah, and what's amazing is the jobs are better. This group of people, they're well educated. In fact, when we benchmark ourselves against other cities in the country, you know, we're number 3 in the country as far as kids 25 to 45 with advanced degrees.
With advanced degrees.
So we're getting younger and better educated.
Wow, and that bodes well for the future if you think from that population is where a lot of the innovation comes from.
Absolutely, and this is the exciting part. So we've got to really take advantage of having all these young people here.
That's really exciting. So I guess I think about this. Okay, so you know, top performer in business investment in the United States. We got more people moving into the region than moving out. They're better educated. They're younger. Sounds like after 70 years, the job is done.
Right. What could go wrong, right? So the challenge, which we're obviously talking a lot about these days, is what's ahead. And what's ahead is while we continue to have job growth, which is a great challenge for us to continue to get those young people with those advanced degrees to come here and fill those roles, The other thing we have going on is the baby boomers, right? We've got the big retirement that's around the corner. So on top of job growth, we're going to have a hole in the workforce as those people retire. And we've estimated around 136,000 folks who are going to be retiring. And so on top of that growth, we got to fill in where we already have people working.
Well, and that's across the economy too. It's not just people with advanced degrees. You're talking with a lot of people with middle skills where there potentially are great jobs and nobody available to take them.
Yeah, and the big challenge becomes, do we have people trained for those jobs? You know, do we have the right technical skills? Do we have the right education going on in our kindergarten through 12th grade? A lot of the questions that people are asking themselves now, we've got real problems that we need to solve.
So I guess we keep the lights on at the Allegheny Conference.
Yeah, you know, 70 years of collaborating and working together. I think we've got a few more years left of collaboration and solving problems left in us.
All right, very good. Morgan O'Brien from the Allegheny Conference, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
great.
it.
Thank you, Bill.
Next up, our region's population challenge and why the Allegheny Conference believes that it rises to the level of generations of transformation that have come before. We'll be back at the Carnegie Library in Oakland right after this.